Est-ce que je pense que le président Trump veut la paix? Oui. Je ne pense pas que le président Poutine veuille la paix. Je pense qu'il veut la capitulation de l'Ukraine. C'est ça qu'il a proposé. Donc maintenant, on va voir.
French President Emmanuel Macron captures the stakes as the European Union is on edge following US President Donald Trump's summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska on August 15th. The meeting, which excluded Ukraine, raised fears that Trump might lean toward Putin's demands, potentially at the cost of Kiev's sovereignty. Ahead of his meeting with Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy traveled to Brussels to rally European support.
It's crucial that Europe is as united now as it was at the very beginning, as it was in 2022, when the full-scale war began. This unity really helps to reach real peace, and it must stay strong. First, we have to stop the killings. Putin has many demands, but we do not know all of them. And if there are really as many as we heard, then it will take time to go through them all. It's impossible to do this under the pressure of weapons. So it's necessary to cease fire and work quickly on a final deal. We'll talk about it in Washington. Putin does not want to stop the killing, but he must do it. Russia is still unsuccessful in Donetsk region. Putin has been unable to take it for 12 years. And the constitution of Ukraine makes it impossible to give up territory or trade land. Since the territorial issue is so important, it should be discussed only by the leaders of Ukraine and Russia at the trilateral Ukraine, United States, Russia. So far, Russia gives no sign that trilateral will happen, and if Russia refuses, then new sanctions must follow. Third, it's important that America agrees to work with Europe to provide security guarantees for Ukraine, and we are very thankful to the United States and to the President for such signal.
The EU will accompany Zelenskyy to Washington to push for a robust peace deal. European leaders, wary of Putin's motives after the Alaska summit, are determined to ensure Ukraine's voice is heard and to counter any pressure to cede territory. The EU's unease stems from fears that Trump might accept Russian control over Ukrainian territory or ease sanctions, risking a transatlantic rift. The French president talks of a similar stance.
Nous voulons la paix, une paix robuste, durable, c'est-à-dire respectueuse du droit international, qui est précédée par la restitution des prisonniers, des enfants, et qui permet de s'installer dans la durée, c'est-à-dire qui respecte la souveraineté, l'intégrité territoriale de tous les pays. C'est la responsabilité des membres permanents du Conseil de sécurité, dont sont les États-Unis d'Amérique, le Royaume-Uni et la France, et c'est ce que nous irons réitérer. Il n'y a qu'un agresseur, la Russie, et il n'y a aujourd'hui que, au fond, un État qui propose une paix qui serait une capitulation, qui est la Russie. Est-ce que je pense que le président Trump veut la paix? Oui. Je ne pense pas que le président Poutine veuille la paix. Je pense qu'il veut la capitulation de l'Ukraine. C'est ça qu'il a proposé. Donc maintenant, on va voir. Demain, on aura une discussion, elle sera robuste, et elle permettra au président Trump de réengager, sur la base de ce qu'il a lui-même dit et souhaité, un rendez-vous élargi, où les Ukrainiens et les Européens pourront être là pour porter leur vue. C'est une bonne chose.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen reaffirms the EU's commitment.
Since the beginning of Russia's brutal invasion, Europe has been at Ukraine's side, united, and we will support you for as long as it takes, for just and lasting peace. And this peace must be achieved through strength. Let me touch upon the main points. First, we must have strong security guarantees to protect both Ukraine and Europe's vital security interests. Ukraine must be able to uphold its sovereignty and its territorial integrity. There can be no limitations on Ukrainian armed forces, be it cooperation with or other third countries or assistance from other third countries, no limitations for the Ukrainian armed forces.
Earlier, Macron led EU preparations, strategizing security guarantees and EU's next steps.
We have several objectives in this VTC, and let's try to be super efficient. Number one, it's to have a debriefing of our conversation with President Trump yesterday, and right after the Anchorage summit, to be sure that everybody in this coalition is at the same page. The second objective is to strategize together to prepare the visit of Volodymyr tomorrow in Washington, D.C. Some of us will be with Volodymyr. The objective of this meeting very clearly is as well to be completely clear about the security guarantees we want, the next steps, and how to organize the next meetings with President Putin, Ukraine, US, and Europeans. And perhaps the third point of this VTC, the third objective, is as well to strategize how to keep the pressure agenda alive in case President Putin doesn't come to the trilateral meeting or the quadrilateral meeting, and how we strategize on the next steps.
Meanwhile, Zelenskyy and EU leaders are reaching Washington. Trump has welcomed them, tweeting his honor to host this unprecedented gathering of European leaders. As the talks begin, the EU remains vigilant, hoping to steer Trump toward a peace that respects Ukraine's sovereignty or risk a deepening divide with Washington.